Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alrighty, I am jumping in here to do some things in the mission editor that I wanted to show you. This is kind of a follow-up to that last video I did where I was talking about creating a mission for a nice fast-paced semi-dynamic environment, and I wanted to go in here and edit my mission Chaos Party, which is the mission I created a long time ago in my mission editor, visiting to add some things to. So I'm going to zoom out here and show you what we have going on, which is a lot of stuff. This is the Allied Air Base, which I kind of wanted to make the center of attention here for stuff that was coming in from the enemies for air-to-ground. And I wanted to make it a jump-off point to add some helicopters. So what I've done is I went in here and added a Huey. Basically, you just go in here, you name your group, you pick what you want. Make sure you pick client or nobody will be able to jump into it. And then I selected takeoff from ground, hot. Here's the other thing. Initially, I took this Huey and I set it right here, because you would think that looks like a great place to set it, doesn't it? That would be an awesome place. But one thing I've learned with Mission Editor is what you see here in the Mission Editor and then what's actually there sometimes is two different things. So when I started the mission and jumped into the Huey, I automatically blew up, because what you don't see on the map right here is there's about 3 or 4 fuel trucks right there. So spawning in there alive with a tail rotor going pretty much hits the fuel trucks and blows everything up. So this is not a good spot, and you'll have to do some trial and error playing around. Then the next thing I did is I added a Gazelle flight, and I wanted to use the Mistral variant of the Gazelle, because the Mistral is the air-to-air version of the Gazelle, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Let me see, take off from ground, hot, spin him around. That's pretty much how you do that. There's a lot of air-to-air stuff going on, and I haven't added a lot of stuff yet for doing... Did I say air-to-ground? There's a lot of air-to-air stuff going on, and there's not a lot of stuff in here for air-to-ground yet for me to take on, and that's something I'm working on. I also wanted to kind of thin the herd a little bit for when I'm doing this single player, so I've added a SAM here, a AAA gun, or no, SAM, yeah, that's a SAM, and then I added a couple man pads, Stinger man pads, one there and one down here. I don't know a lot about all the ground units, so I'm just kind of, winging it with this, and I wanted to see how this helped or anything. I don't want the AI to wipe out all my incoming planes. I just want them to thin the herd a little bit and give me a better chance. So that's kind of where I'm at there. I'm going to save this, and let's go to Fly Mission and see what we ended up with now. Especially when it came to like the units that spawn in after you kill one. And then here's what I have. This is on the red side, so I can play from the red side. And this is what I have on the blue side. It's pretty much every module that I own. So I'm going to grab this guy real quick, and we'll take a look at this just to show you. So here's the Huey. And what happened before is, see those trucks off in a distance over there? Yeah, those guys didn't really help me much, because my tail rotor ended up right into them, and I spawned in and went, poof, on fire as soon as I spawned in, which wasn't good. So I'm going to jump back. I just wanted to see that. Let's choose slot again, and let's go for our Mistral Gazelle, because this is the guy I wanted to try out. Master arm. Let's flip these guys up, up, down, down, and flick that, and I should be... What am I missing? It's so hard to see in 2D sometimes. There we go. So, my Mistral is all set up and ready to go here. I'm going to give it a little bit of right pedal to accommodate for the crazy torque that I'm going to have. And looks like one of my stingers is doing its job already. He's launching something. I just want to see how effective I can be as a lowly helicopter on the ground with all this stuff incoming. Because this is really close to the action here. Turn on my FPS. Yeah, I'm doing really good. 124, which is pretty awesome sauce. Okay, let's get over here. It's going to take forever in a day in a helicopter, but hey. Let's look around, make sure we're good to go. So what's going to happen is, until we get in range, we're going to have this beeping. And eventually, it's going to lock, and I'll get a tone. And when I get that tone, I just let loose. I am really enjoying the image sharpening. I think it's pretty cool. It's making everything look rather different. And I think I was able to strike a balance because I turned the film grain down a little bit and left the image sharpening up all the way. So now I still have that little bit of granular look to everything, which I'm starting to like. Really makes the textures pop for the most part. Man, there's a lot going on. I have a feeling these guys are going to blow me out of the sky, but I don't know. Man, that's a lot. Anybody close enough yet? How am I almost in a hover? I can never get this damn thing to hover. All of a sudden, it looks like I'm in a hover. Not quite sure how I achieved this. Any other time, I'm unable to get it going. Well, let's pick up some speed and see what we can do here. See, I had tone, and hopefully it just nails that guy. Got him. Uh-oh. Wow, I think I shot a missile that shot an R-60 that was incoming. I did not know I could do that with a Mistral. Nice. Yep. Oh no, game over, man. We're doomed. Stevie, save us. That's one of the messages that I put in there. That's pretty cool. Alright. We know that works pretty good now. So what I want to do is, let's cancel. Let's quit. Let's go back to our mission editor now. So now we know that works pretty good. Let's add another one. Let's go back to our helicopter over here. Let's go... What did I call this other group? I hate that I forget and I click. This group was Gazelle A2A Flight. It's been a while since I've been in a mission editor, so bear with me. Gazelle A to A Flight 2. And we'll pick another Mistral, we'll pick Client, we'll pick Take Off from Ground Hot, and we'll take this little dial and spin it around, and as you see, it pretty much moves around the helicopter. And then we'll go over here and we'll pick our loadout, which is IR deflector and 4X Mistrals. And I think that's all I need to do. So now I have a second one in there if my friends end up buying that, or I can jump into this guy if this guy dies. That's another kind of idea of why you would put a second player controlled one in there. Even if your friends don't have that same module, if you want to jump in and have fun and keep playing after you die, and you want to jump back into the same aircraft, have a second one waiting. Kind of a good idea. Okay, now that I've done that, I almost feel like I need to add some threats on the ground here. There's this little area here that I started to add stuff to. Where is it? Over here. But man, that's far away. Those helicopters are probably never going to make it over there. So I feel like I need to add something on the ground here incoming. Let's see. Armor. Let's throw in some strikers maybe. And we'll pick Russia. Bad guys. And I forget how to make it a bigger group. I think I just put them in, spin them around facing the right direction, and do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add 6 of them. And let's begin to give them a waypoint. So they're going to try... Oh, what did I do? Type off-road, add waypoint. And let's try to get them over here to attack the base. Make them good. I don't want to overdo it. And they are not part of that group. They are BTR Group 1. So that should be within reasonable distance for a helicopter to get over there. And this is pretty much how you do this stuff. You just add it and you try it. And that's one nice thing about the editor. It has that fly mission right from within the editor, which is really nice. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go to the UH1. I'm going to go to my Huey. And what are my commands again? Left control 2, 3, and 4. So left control 2, 3, 4. Now I've turned on all my gunners to go ape shit. Let's turn on our... Oh, I almost did it again. I have my throttle in the forward position. Okay, up we go. And the Huey requires a little bit of left pedal to get moving. Whereas the rotor goes in a different direction. What is going on here? That's too much. There we go. Until we get moving. So I should have up this way some threats. And I'm going to try to make it there without these guys blowing me out of the sky. And we'll see how that works. I'm going to drop a little bit here. It's definitely a little different flying the Huey versus the Gazelle too. Both are super fun though. So basically what I'm slowly doing throughout this video is I'm adding helicopters to it, and then I'm giving myself something to do with them. Man, those must be pretty far away. Sometimes you can't really tell distance. There's a way on the mission editor to do a check distance, like a little ruler thing that pops up. You can draw a line to and from a point to give you an idea how far something is. Because I don't even see any red dots yet except for the Su-27s in the air. And that's kind of another thing you want to watch as you're creating these things is, you know, yep, it got me. Alright, we know now that's probably a good idea to make these things a little bit closer, because I don't even see them yet. Let's pull them right about here. Oh, it didn't grab the entire group. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I don't know the way to grab the entire group. Let me unclick. Normally... Oh, that's number 6. I want to grab number 1 probably. That's the issue. There we go. If you grab number 1 and not 6, that should probably help. Okay, let's drop him there. That looks like it's a lot closer to the airport at this point. And this is what you do, basically. You're just continually tweaking. Blue, UH1, fly. Yep, better set my... I always do that. I leave the collective in the position that it was before and then jump back in and restart. And when you do that, you end up jumping up and down in the air and screwing things up. Okay, let's see how this works. Aha! Now I see those icons, so things are definitely a little closer now. At least they're showing up to me. And the flankers are a little ways away. Now, I don't know how well this helicopter with just guns is going to do against these guys, but I think I could take out BTRs. I think those are more lightly armored versus like a T-72, so we're going to find out. I am no expert on armor. I just know I've shot them with guns in other aircraft before, and I've been pretty effective, but I don't know if these lower caliber guns are going to do the same thing. So again, we shall see. And this is also going to tell me if I even make it over there before getting shot down, if I can get close enough to these, if I've kind of selected the proper way to spread them out. I don't know if they're, you know, there's options in there to allow you to change the placement of how they're traveling. If you want them traveling in a straight line, if you want them, you know, spread out horizontally, you know, that kind of thing. These guys are set to free fire, so that's ape shit mode. Hopefully I make it over here and don't get knocked out of the sky. And I'm trying to keep low enough that maybe I don't garner the attention of these fast movers here. Aw, did them AH-64s take those out? I don't see red dots anymore. And again, these are the things you deal with as you are creating a mission. You've got to check all the variables, and you know, some of your other units might take things out. Oh, here we go. They're just kind of hiding in a little bit of a hillside. Oh, nice. Here we go. Get them, boys. Uh-oh. Yep, they got me. Okay. Alrighty. Now that we know that. So again, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to make this a super long video. I want to kind of cut these up into pieces. So that's pretty much the beginning of starting to turn this air-to-air, you know, giant clusterfuck of a mission into something even more, and to further evolve this, like, you know, what I consider a semi-dynamic environment, because to me semi-dynamic is something that includes scripted missions to make things feel like it's evolving, if that makes any sense. So that's basically how you add some air-to-ground helicopters to the mix. I'm going to continue tweaking this, and we're going to take these guys over here and maybe lessen the group, and then spread them out so they're maybe not in a straight line. And maybe jump in the Gazelle with some air-to-ground stuff and see what we can do there. But again, as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and until next time.